Good time zone peeps. How we all doing? Oh, there is goop on my... Uh-oh. There's goop. But I can't press the button again because it's the mic on button. Oh no. Well, butts. Oh, hi! How we all doing? A good time zone to all of the peeps. Hand dance times and stuff and things, and hello. See, Tarl? Purple! Now stop fucking panicking. Bloody hell. I needed to know what colour to make my claws. I was going to say toe beans, but then I'm like, no, that's the yes, claws. See, he can stop panicking now. Everything's fine. It's fine. Toad's fine. We tie-dye crossbow bolts today. No, but I like your thinking. I've done tie-dye before, and I would do it again, but I don't know how I'd do it on stream. Because I can't really do it here at the desk. That's tie-dyeing is an outside activity. And there aren't any cameras out there, so... Sweet, 2 creates in a row! Hi, Cypher! How you doing? Yes, Sinful Colours Let's Talk. It's probably my favourite out of all of the nail polish that I have. And the amount of nail polish I have is not an insignificant number. I had to clear out an entire shelf in the bathroom cabinet. I think I shared that photo on like Twitter or something somewhere. I had one that I got as part of an order that went to my mum and dad's house, and so I opened the box with them there, and mum was like, oh, okay. And because I got some of the nail polishes that I have, they're a two-step thing, and so step 1 is the colour, and then step 2 is like basically like a bottle of clear that goes with it. And I didn't have the bottle of step 2, but I finally got it in this order, and Mama Kreki was like, oh, what's that? And I said, oh, it's step 2, you use it with the other colours. And I don't think she understood what I was going on about. Did I put that in the right bag? I think so. Yeah, layer flower. And so a couple of days later she texted me and she's like, what was that nail polish you had? What was that? What did you get? And so I took a photo of the shelf of nail polish and I said, which one? And that freaked her out a bit. So... I read what your colours rub it again because he derped. Gosh dang it, Tarl, how dare you derp? You're not allowed to derp. That's Geeks' job. No derping for the puppet, right? 2 hand dances in one day, aren't you guys special? The early peeps. What shows up before I start crafting? Which, I mean, it's a low bar, but... There you go, Tarl. That's what got made Papple, so you can stop freaking out now. And as a thank you for deciding my nail polish colour today, I'll send you a present. Because I know you love those. I'm going to turn my lights on preemptively even though they're going to do absolutely fuck all right now. Because it's actually quite bright and sunny today. I was wearing shorts earlier. I took the cats in to the vet. They were not pleased about that. Speaking of cats, what the fuck are you doing? Hey! What are you doing? Tan Cat's over on Black Cat's tower and he's chewing on something. What are you doing? Hey! There you go. Thank you. So, yes. So they went to the thing and, like... Stupid Australian robot told me that it was only going to be 19 degrees today, and I was like, alright, that's fine. And then so I get all, you know, rugged up and stuff, in my nice jeans and a hoodie and stuff, and get outside and I'm fucking melting. It's like, it's only 19, why is it so hot? So I came home and I was like, I need to get changed, and so I got changed into shorts. Middle of August and I'm wearing fucking shorts. What's up with that? Back in trackies now though, because it cooled down fairly rapidly once I once I settled, but anyway. Right. In my defense, I've been getting spammed on my phone, so I missed your go live tweet. How dare. Right, so why is their phone spammage? Is everything okay with your phone? Right. Oh, are you going to bed, Gray? I don't show you like yeah. See, we're coming into where it'll be spring. Like August is still technically winter. And then September is springtime. Which means, yay, hay fever is coming. Awesome. But yes, so it's going to start getting warmer now. But like 19, like that's not a hot day. It's weird that you can have, you know, August 19 is warm and June 25 is cold. Fucking what? Mother Nature has not got her shit together, I tell you what. You know, shorts. Oh god, no, mid-thigh. Also, hi Ivana! How you doin's? How you doin's, Ivana? How you doin's? Now, I haven't actually decided fully what's happening with the crafting. I kind of want to do more. I'm a bit excited by the whole jelly plate thing, and I kind of want to do more. I didn't clean my jelly plate yesterday. Whoopsie days. That's fine, we can clean it now. It's all good. It's all good. What did I do with the... There it is. Fresh packet of fragrance-free baby wipes. Which is good because the last packet they were scented and it wasn't too bad, but it was a bit like you'd open it up and just be like, whoa. So how's everybody doing? Not bad. Kinda happy that the vet build did not turn out as bad as I thought it was going to be, so that was good. I budgeted a certain amount in my head and then they told me the total and I was like, oh, sweet. There we go. Nice and clean. Now, what I was thinking about doing. Hey Travis! Where's my focus? You just key section so you can see what I did with all. Uh-oh. Over there. If my mouse comes to the party. I can't read that from here. 33? 33, 31, 31, 35? Yeah, fuck that. Especially for August, that's bloody ridiculous. Every headset, what? That doesn't sound appropriate. Counterbox today, gonna be putting plants in it. Yay! Huzzah! Box! I have a box. I have a box over there on the ground and I can see a tan cat ear sticking out of it. Look at the temperature differences. I can't actually read the temperatures from here. I don't have my glasses on. Ned with the host. Thank you, Ned. So I'm thinking... Because I want to do more of the jelly plate stuff. Or do I? Should I do a bit more, or should I? Because I have all these ones already that I need to like assemble into cards. No, we'll do a little bit more. It'll be fine. Leave that there. I'm gonna have to cut more paper though. It's a 23 difference on each. Oh shit! Well, bugger that for a joke. At least here it's like 6 months hot, 6 months cold. Oh, Tankat, you are such a cutie. You're such a cutie. Okay, so there's two things I'm thinking of doing. We could do more of the same again, or... because I have a really massive packet of black paper, I might actually try some of that same technique still, but with the distress oxides, because they should sit on the black paper just fine, hopefully. And then if that fails, we'll just go back to white. Do I have another packet of white? I do! Yay! Think you passed me, you clever bitch. If pizza we can yum 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 yum. Yay, pizza! So I took the boys to the vet, and like I said, the bill was not as bad as I was expecting it to be. And so I came home, dropped them off. They ran off because they were sulking. And then I had to go get like cat food and some painkillers and stuff like that. So I went back out, went to the shops, and it's like I said, the bill was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I went to the shops, and I got a bread roll, and I got a packet of ham. Oh my god, I haven't had ham in ages. That shit's expensive. And so I got a piece of ham, or a packet of ham I should say, and a fresh bread roll. And I came home and I sliced it open and I added some ham, and then I put a couple of slices of cheese in. I had a ham and cheese roll for, I don't know, whatever the fuck meal I was up to, and oh, so good. In the same day, those 20 degrees will... oh, ew. Although I would be kind of concerned if it wasn't. If you had a 40-degree day and the overnight was within, you know, less than 20 degrees of that, that's still bad. You got onion, lettuce, and tomatoes in seedling pots. We'll be getting into the box when they're bigger. Nice! I am not an owner of green toe beans. Anytime I try and grow shit, it all dies. So I just don't bother. Except for the weeds, but they tend to grow with or without my input, so that's fine. That's probably the one good thing about not having a backyard. I don't have to worry about gardening. The only plant that I have, and it is still a weed, but the only plant that I have, it comes in under the fence, which is why I get so pissed off about the would they be landscape people? You know, the people who come and do all of the like mowing and whippersnippering the fence and stuff like that. They come through, and I know that this piece of greenery is coming through under the fence. I've gone around to the other side of the fence and I've seen where it's growing. And the whippersnipper guy, he never cuts it. I don't know what his justification is or whatever, but I don't know. But I had a clothes error that I don't really use. I think Mum got it for me actually. And I just had it folded up, you know, packed up, leaning against my shed. And I'll just let it sit there. And this fucking plant comes in under the fence goes for the error, starts growing up one side of the error, wrapping around it, and then it goes across the top rung. And then for some reason it tries to keep going, and then it goes like, it keeps going, and then it starts growing into the door of the shed. And so every time I've gone out to the shed and discovered this plant trailing into it, I've like untangled it from the shed door and wrapped it around the next rung of the error. So if I ever have to like move or whatever, that error is staying here. It's a trellis now. Oh dear. That plant has claimed it as its own, and who am I to argue? Did they ever come and fix your fence? No. I managed to get the panel back in. I don't 100% know what I'm doing. I'm aiming by everyday, have good enough harvest for free thermage, minus cost of bread slices. Well, why aren't you growing wheat? Start growing wheat, Travis. Jeez. Come on now. Thank you for the follow. I'm sure the bot will let me know any second who that was. Did I show you guys that I 3D printed an inkstand? So you can get them online, but I was like, why would I do that when I have a printer? It's not a perfect fit, but it'll do. But my tolerances are a little bit off. But for a first attempt, it wasn't bad. Okay, let's get the inks out of here. Whoops. Let's put those there just in case I need them again. There we go. Good times, oh crazy crafter. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today? What was the verdict with the streaming computer? I'm not fully sure what the issue was because I turned it on last night. So like I streamed yesterday, and then after stream I like did dinner and everything else. I turned it on to like see if I could troubleshoot and see if there was any like beeping or if it would boot or whatever, and it booted just fucking fine. So, yep. Fuck's sake. So yeah, I don't know. I should probably just anyway, because I said I was going to. Oh, I'm a fuckwit. Yep, I'm a fuckwit. That's fine. Yeah, so at some point I'm probably still going to, I mean, cleaning it regularly is a thing that I should do anyway. But at some point I think I'm going to get in there and I'm just going to, just check all of the, like, cables and stuff. Just check that everything's seated correctly, because it could be that a cable's loose, so... And with the number of times that I'm there and I'll just like, I don't mean to kick it, but the tower is under the desk. And so it just pops it sometimes, so yeah, I think I'll let's get it out from under the desk, open it up, clean it out, reseat all the cables, and hopefully that will solve that problem. I'm good, how are you? Yeah, not bad. Not sure if this crafting is going to work, but we're going to give it a go. Glad to hear it. Me too. PC just wanted to be a butt. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty old. So, I can't say I blame it for not wanting to work. Okay. I've got a couple of inks that don't have labels on, and it's really upsetting my apple cart, so give me a second. I'm just gonna rectify that. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Now the reason that I'm a fuckwit, I didn't think I owned this one. And I went and bought a second one, didn't I? Of all the colours to have two of, bright pink is not really what I wanted, but whatever. Label maker. The epic box of label making tapes. Have I shown you guys this before? I think I have. Let's bring this over to the table rather than just standing over there. I have a rather large box of label tapes. Because it turns out, when you buy them on the internet, they're really fucking cheap. So I have all of those varieties. Shiny dimes. But for this, I just want my plain... Oops. Is it already in the machine? It is! Huzzah! I think you passed me. Right. How the fuck do I spell that? K-I-T-S-C-H. Shaded lilac, black, soot, and shoot. Sapphires. A 2-piece? It is. Sapphire, there we go. Bzzzt. Oh, that's not the... Oh, bollocks. I did that wrong. There we go. Ah! Noises! Somebody's ringing the bells. Oh, snap. Red Raven! With the red! Oh my goodness. Hello, hello. Welcome, Raiders. Oh, hang on. Chat's happening. Wait. Maybe see what sorts of label stuff I can find to put my demo label thing. Do it! Yay! Red Rave! Good time zone. Matt Pancake. How you doing? Red Raven, good time zone. How was your stream? What were you working on today? Give me all the deets. I need to know. Hopefully these labels aren't too big for the thing. We'll see. Was pretty good making shawls for the... Ooh! Shiny! What are you... knitter? Crocheter? Felter? What flavor of crafting do you do? Also, if you have a link to your Etsy handy, we'll give you a permit and you can share it. I wanna see! What are we making? I'm card making. I'm just taking a slight diversion because... Oops. I'm gonna try... Hang on a second. Get that onto there. There we go. I want to try... I was doing this. Crochet the shawls, but I knit toys as well. And also sew. Sweet! Do have a little link. Hang on, let me do it. Oh, Tara got it. Thank you, Daryl. Yes, if you want to drop your linky, drop your linky. Do it. Hey, there we go. Let's have a sticky beak. because I'm like totes nosy. Oh, there we go. There's little owls. What's that one? Scarf. There we go. Ooh. Little love. Oh, it's cute. Look at the little love heart. What's happening on that? I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Hang on. I need to see a bigger picture. What's happening on that heart? Oh, it's got a letter on. Ah, that's cool. That's got an A. I see it. I see it. I see it. Yes. Sweet. Oh, you're Aussie. Sick. Whereabouts are you roughly? If you're cool with sharing it. Cause I'm in Perth, so that's cool. That's my way to feed the pony. Do you lockdown captain? Ah, stay safe. I know that's probably a dumb thing to say, really, but you know, stay safe. Do you ship internationally? And if so, like, how does that go? Like, is that? Because I know it can be pretty pricey. You do? Nice. Now, I will show you guys in a second what I was doing. Sorry. I had a thing I was doing yesterday. I ended up streaming on this channel yesterday. And I did a technique that I really enjoyed. But now I want to try and do it on black cardstock rather than white cardstock. And it means using this dyes rather than my other dyes. And I've just noticed I had a couple of dyes that didn't have labels on it. It was really pissing me off, so give me a second. Just to label these ones up. So that they're done. There we go. Okay. I'm happy now. Right. So what I was doing yesterday. I have a jelly plate. That's what this is. Squishy, you know. And we did some printing. This one was with a stencil. And then these ones were with die cuts. Oops. That one there's my favoritist. That came out so good. I'm so happy. It was such a bitch doing these die cuts because it was such a fiddly die. But it was totally worth it. Flowers, flowers, flowers. So now that I've done that, and kind of, you know, have a slightly better feel of, like, the process of it, I want to try it on black cardstock, and it means using this die rather than my other one. So I'm going to see how that goes. Hopefully. International shipping is an extra $10 onto the asking price, shipping within Oz including the purchase. Oh, nice. Okay. And does that, I'm assuming that extra $10 like covers the difference. That's not too bad. Because I was asking, because I've got a few little things that I want to, you know, offer. And, yeah, the shipping, I went and spoke to my post office ladies and they're like, oh yeah, it's going to be, you know, $30 to send this like tiny little thing to Norway or whatever. It's like, fucking, really? You know? But yeah, you factor it in, don't you? Also, shipping a scarf to the US is a lot cheaper than shipping a horse to New South Wales. Yes. You don't have to keep a scarf alive, you know. Plus, it's a bit lighter than a horse. Although it depends on the size of the scarf. My town will be the first one served by the new fiber connections. However, that's still not having it at the beginning of the coming year. A little longer, we're on top of the list. Yes! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go Ivana. Go Ivana. What? Ivana B with the totes fast nets. What do you have? Post count? No, I haven't set one up yet. I should. 2021 for international shipping. Yeah. I don't think they were giving me the all of the options. Because I do cards. I have cards. I know you can just send them as like a letter, and that's fine. And then I go in and ask about the parcel stuff. And yeah, I forget whatever the number was, but it was prohibitive. So I was like, yeah, never mind. Thanks for playing. Okay, so I don't know that this is going to work. Maybe I should start with lighter colours, because that's going to show up better maybe. Also, my colours are all out of order. That's okay. Red, orange, yellow, purple, purple, blue. Purple, pink, pink, pink. Other purple, black, green, 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 blues. There we go. Alright. That's a bit more organised, kind of. We'll see. That would be courier prices. I think that costs a bit. Yeah. I'm fine with, like, as long as the person purchasing is okay with, like, you know, untracked economy. That's fine. But, yeah. Maybe once it's been done, I'll be able to see you in something more than 160, be able to watch more than 2 or 5 lucky peeps at a time. Squee! Yes! Would, add this, I asked this question with absolutely no pressure, Ivana, but I'm just, you know, I'm a little bit curiousness. Any chance that that might mean Ivana strips? Maybe? But like I said, no pressure. It's not, if it's not about your internet, more about, like, you know, brain placey stuff or whatever, that's totally cool and forget I asked. But, you know, I miss this Ivana B-face. Let's start with a blue. We'll do a 2 blue, see what happens. Okay. Come in there like that, like that. Now I might have to do this twice because I don't know, like I said, I don't know how well it's going to show up on the black, but we'll see. I think this one might be a bit too dark for it. It will go along with that, yes. Woo! Shiny! That one shows up so much more on the brayer than the other one does. Oh my goodness. Maybe we can do 2 prints. Press all that down, all nice and nice. Ooh, kind of. That went very streaky. Let's try it. Let's do... See if we can't put some of that ink, like, back down again. Off of the brayer. Probably won't be as gradienty though, but... Let's just see if it smooths it out any. I should go and get a paper towel. And or a box of tissues, because I don't have either of those things on my desk at the moment. Ooh, there we go. That's nice. Not quite as gradienty as I intended, but it is lighter on this side than it is on this one, so that's cool. And it sits quite nice on the black too. Fat Belly with the host! Hello, Pelly! How you doing? Yeah, definitely gonna need a user. So from Victoria to Norway in own packaging would be about 27 according to what was posted. That includes tracking and SMS. Oh, that includes tracking. Ah. Is that for a particular weight? I'm assuming. Should I? Oh, actually, wait a second. Maybe I should do more than one in the same, like, color group. That way I don't have to clean things as much. Let's see if the darker color will work. Excuse me. Let's try these two. Oh, oops. Well, that's on the floor now. Go me. That was good. It's not bad, eh? I need help remembering how to swim again. Let's have the new fibers. Sweet! That belly is relaxing. Nice. How? Yeah. For under 500 grams. Okay. Mine would be. Have another. Yeah, hang on. Oop. There we go. Hopefully that worked. Did I get it? There we go. Linky dink. International delayed by Corona, blah blah blah. Yeah, I know that. Oh yeah, that's the calculator thingy. Yeah, yeah. Calculator overseas. Oops. I can't read most of that from here. I'll have to look at that later. There we go. Calculate postage. Yeah, yeah, yep. And I don't think that gave me a price that was vastly different than what the post office ladies told me. Ah, frickin' hell. Why am I gravity checking all my lids? Sit, you bugger. Ooh, that one's a lot. That one's quite a lot darker than the other. What was there? Maybe that was a mistake. We'll find out in a minute. I don't think this darker colour is going to show up on the black cardstock very well. But we'll see. This is a hybrid ink. So it's dye and pigment, so hopefully. Yuan can stream like, yay! Anyway, I gotta run the snack before that. No worries, mate. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciates your face. Don't lecture too hard. Enjoy snackage. After stream, I'll come drop you a follow, come check you out, see what you get up to. Ooh. That's effective, I like that. It's subtle, it's way more subtle than the ones we were working on yesterday. That's fine, I like it. Just gonna go again with the... Since I do have that ink on the brayer, I might as well see if I can get use out of it. We'll catch you around. Bye! Have a good rest of your time zone. Oh, there we go. That's nice, I like it. Whoops. Wonder if we could do some kind of layering with like the lighter color maybe. What if we... Actually, you know what I would like to try? Oh, of course, they're not in this box, are they? Shit. I want my box of re-inkers. Because I'm kind of working on the assumption that that's going to be, like, brighter. I don't have all the colours. In fact, I don't even have a light blue. I have one shade of blue. Oh no, I don't. I have two shades of blue that are basically the same. Well, shit. I guess we could just try that anyway. My janky little 3D printed re-inker holder. I mean, it's holding them, isn't it? It's clearly working. Also, I should tell you, because I did end up with ink on my stuff yesterday before I remembered to take them off. I should take them off and put them somewhere safe. Somewhere safe that I will totally forget where they are. Actually, you know what? Let's chuck in a... I don't know, green? Let's chuck in a green. Just so it's not all one colour. I just want to see if this works. Because I can see the other ones drying and they're like drying back darker than to what they went down as, which I'm not surprised. Just a little bit, don't want to go too much. I don't know what like too much or not enough is really though, that's the only, that's the thing. That's very tricky. Well, that could be really good. Look at that. I have no idea what this is going to do, but... it's going to be cool in its own way. Hopefully. And now I've got fucking... oh, what is it? Fleetwood Mac? Go your own way. Go your own way. We should stop getting it on my fucking fingers, but... ooh. That's cool. And not at all what I was expecting, but cool. That's fun. Oh, I like that. Makes me wonder if I can get another one. Probably not going to be as flecky. And that's alright, we're doing science. In fact, I've probably over-blended it now. I'm probably just going to get a nice uniform tealy kind of colour, but that's fine. Fancy. Almost like bark and scale. Yeah, it's very it almost reminds me almost like of like cobble, kind of pebbly kind of texture. Well, not texture, but pattern. Yeah, that one's a much more uniform colour, but and less of the flecky. That's alright. I want to see if I can get a layer on that. Let's... Where's that other shade of green? There's my other green. I have another shade of green. And we'll just kind of see if we can just chuck a little bit of this down. I think I just scared it poop it. Did you offer to send him a present? Because I do that and it freaks him out all the time. Super dry leather. Oh, that's kind of like cracked. Yeah. I've looked into doing leather stuff before, and I've discovered that there's a leather shop, like, I could almost walk to it from here. And I haven't been there yet because I must resist the urge. Because if I go there, I will end up buying stuff. Kind of. I feel like it mostly just covered up what was there before, really. That's fine. Maybe we could do a die cut layer. In fact, let's try that. I still have those dies out somewhere. Actually, no, let's not use those again. They were a bit fiddly. Most of the ones I've got, the details and stuff, it's like it's too fine. Actually, what have I got? That could work. If I take the little bauble-y bit off. No, I said I was starting the plotting. Nah. Shh, Ivana, you weren't supposed to tell him yet. We haven't finalized the plans. I've got reds, browns, and greys. Curious, it could be super close to ironbark. I have a red. I don't have a brown. Don't really have a grey. There's a colour called black soot, which by the nature of the type of dye that it is kind of comes out a bit grey. So yeah, I don't actually have a brown ink pad because it's not really a colour I use much. I'm going to cut out a few of these, which is just a layering set bauble thingy. Christmas, but then I'm going to cut off that bit. See what that ends up looking like. shit. There we go. Let go of the die for fuck's sake. Ah, dang it. I was going to pick up the die and move it and cut it again, but it's all... all the pieces are stuck. Of course. Cut a little bit too well, all the pieces have gotten stuck. Sometimes, and I don't know what it is, but sometimes you just get dies where the paper gets so badly wedged in the die that it ends up distorting the die cut by the time you try and get it out. I'll just go that one through once this time. I went through twice before, but that might have been unnecessary. Nope, didn't make a difference. Still stiff. Thank goodness for the stabby tool. Yay! Got it out without tearing it. Huzzah! Take off the little bubbly bit, and then we're just left with that. What? Whoops. No moving. No moving. Stop it. There we go. Gonna see if I can cut the second one anyway, even though the first one's still in there. Just to see if that'll work. It did. That's either a really smart idea or a really terrible one. We'll find out in a second. Oh no. Seems to have gone mostly good. Yay. Now I only have to stab it half as much. Didn't quite cut through quite as well as I thought. Didn't actually do too badly though. Actually pop that second one out of there, there we go. Not convinced that that actually made things any quicker. think I might have distorted that one more than the first one. Trying to get it out. I think I'll just stick with 4. I can't be bothered doing 6. There we go, that'll do. Good, time zone. What does it say? Spells? I should really put my glasses on, but I'd have to go get them out of the car. Pastels. Spells and pastels. There we go. Good time zone, spells and pastels. How are you doing today? Actually, no, I need to do ink first, don't I? Let's go back to the lighter green. I have no idea how this is going to go. A little bit like that, a little bit like that. Let's see how well this layers. How are you? Yeah, good. How are you? I'm good, just looking for someone to craft along with. Yay! I can totally be your crafting buddy. What crafting are you working on today? Trying to get in on where those die cuts are. Ooh. That's different. I wasn't expecting such a distinct line like that. That's interesting. Let's get the dies cuts off of there. Tweezers. Ooh. Interesting. Wasn't expecting them to be that flecky. Oops. Now, let's see what happens if we try and get a ghost print off of this. Daryl's alive. Not for long. Waha. What? Currently crocheting this class of different ooh, shiny. I know just enough crochet that I can do a granny square. That's about it. And even that, I'd be sitting there going, how do I do this again? Ooh. Trippy. have no idea what to make of that. That's, no idea. I had no idea what to expect. And, yeah. That's what we got. Okay. Oops. I know, you shouldn't clean it in between, you should leave it, but I don't know what colour family I want to do next. And I don't want to end up with mud. Plus I don't want to contaminate my ink pads either, so that's the thing. Just taking a break because my hands hurt. Good call. Taking breaks is good. Just go, hey! I listen! Oh shit, yeah! Yes, I know them feels. If I don't take breaks, my hands will literally look up. Yeah. I know that I've cracked, particularly when I'm streaming it. It doesn't affect me quite as hard when I'm not streaming it, but I definitely know when I've been at it too long when my neck starts to hurt. Paper towels and tissue box. Like yesterday when I streamed, because I ended up streaming longer yesterday than I normally would on a Creates. I got to the end of the stream, I took my headset off, I leaned back to like stretch my neck out, and didn't like literally scream, but it was fucking close. Because I think it's like, I think it's partly because like I can craft all day and be fine, but if I craft stream all day, it hurts. And I think it's just my headset. I think that I, like, between poor posture and having to like hold my neck a certain way so my headset doesn't fall off. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely know when I've been at it for too long. I don't have any way to put this tissue box. I'll put it up there. Why is it always the first tissues out of the box are always weird? Been crocheting for 18 years, my poor hands are starting to show their crafting age. Aww. Really close to 100,000 hours crocheting in my hands. Oh shit, yeah. If you've been at it for that many years. Easily. What sort of things do you like to make? I know you said you're doing dishcloths at the moment, but I imagine after 18 years you've probably branched out just a bit from doing only dishcloths. I'd have thought. I should get more of the reinkers. The oxide reinkers. That's a problem for future me. Right. Purple. Let's try purples. Let's go with... Oh, actually, let's try... We'll try these two together. Light purple and light pink. Kitsch flamingo and shaded lilac. Because in theory that'll show up well. Blankets, clothes, amigurumi, and other point crafts. Sweet! Like I said, I've only ever known crochet well enough to do a granny square. I haven't been a quilter though. I know my way around a sewing machine. Head to bed, have a good sleep. No worries, Cypher, have good sleepers. Thanks for coming and hang about. Go forth and rest your brain, please. Game up with the host. So how's this lovely Thursday going? It's not Thursday, shut up. It's Wednesday. Alright, wanna lose days. Don't take days away from me. Shouldn't have put the card under the... Whoops. Under there. Let's put those there. I don't have the rinkers for either of those colours, so I can't do it with the other thingy. Night chat, have a great one. Bye! Bye, Cypher! Have good sleeps. It's Tuesday. In your time zone, probably, yes. I'm in Australia and I'm in the future. It's 2:15 in the afternoon on Wednesday. Yeah, time zone. Oh gosh. Sensinoshi? I probably butchered that horribly. I do apologize. I do partly blame the fact that I don't have my glasses on. I was about to let and go to bed, then I remembered I had stripped down to my bed to wash the sheets. Now I have to remake the bed before I can go to bed. Ah, bugger. I remade my bed last night and it was so good. Freshly made bed is one of the best feelings in the world. Lost a lot of the pink on that one. Let's see if we can't go a bit more. Just a little bit of the purple. Future Bean, that's me. Looking kitties! Hey! How you doing? Still Tuesday for another 45 minutes. So you're what, 15 hours behind me? Yeah. So you're on the west coast? Fucking time zones. Tuesday for another hour and 45. Oh my goodness. So oh gosh, so what's that? 16 hours? Where the heck are you? Time zones that far around. Must be like Central 13, 14, 16. Are you in like Alaska or something? Oh, there we go. There's the pink. Bit patchy though. Let's see if I can't get that like there. Make my bed before I get in, otherwise it's easy to crawl back in. Yeah. I can go weeks without making mine, I'll be honest. 2:15 here, yep. Booking kitties is on the west coast. Hey, I called it! Alaska. Nice. I try and keep on top of all of the like time zone but between the time zones and the daylight savings. Thankfully. Oh, what the fuck? What even? Thankfully my state doesn't do daylight savings, so at least I don't, like, in terms of compensating for daylight saving stuff. I only need to worry about like the other people's end and not my end. So in like 2 months, 3 months, like the eastern states here will go forward and then most of the US will go back, but not at the same time. But my state is one of the ones that was like, more daylight? Fuck no. Why am I getting more patches instead of less? What the fuck is happening here? I'm so confused. We'll just keep layering until we like it. Do you stick and bunker off a cliff? Yes. This area in the US doesn't change communities for the neighbors. So, Arizona? Yes, I believe that, you know, there was the whole like, so we're going to do daylight savings, we're going to end up with more sunshine in the summertime, and Arizona took one look at that and went, fuck off! Can't say I blame them. Yes. The one state where you don't want more sunshine. We basically did the same thing. We had a referendum on it. About... I can't remember. It was about the time that I came of like voting age, but I can't remember if it was just before or just after. I can't remember if I actually voted in it or not, whether or not it was just like, you know, I missed out by a couple of months. I can't remember. I think I voted in it. And the whole thing, like the whole like advertising that was on the TV, it was like, do it for the farmers. The farmers need more daylight. And, you know, because we've got a lot of like agriculture here. And the farmers turned around and went, fuck off, you know. We do not care what time it says on the clock. We will get up when the sun's up and go to bed when it goes down. I don't need you lot telling us what the clock says. And so we ended up voting no, and there hasn't been a referendum on it since, as far as I know. Oh, fucking hell. Actually, should we just lean into it? Should we just keep going and see what happens? Because apparently this one is quite determined to keep going all weirdy. I didn't want to live there. From the opinion that because the drive-through the state at least is worrying is my home state, but also we kind of have that too, because we've if you want to drive from here to Adelaide, you have to basically drive through the Nullarbor to do it. And the joke about the Nullarbor is that it's the same kilometre 700 times. Or, you know, insert number here. Yes. I love talking to the Europeans. Because the Europeans are like, oh yeah, we went driving for half a day and we went through like 7 countries. And I'm like, wow, I can go driving for an entire day and not leave the state. I would like to do that one day though. I'd just to like bucket list, like just to say that I've done it. Drive from Perth to wherever, Adelaide, Melbourne. I don't know, decide when I get there. It's still going. It's still going. I'm trying to like move it around the plate a little bit to see if we can get the effects to move and stuff, but I don't quite know what's causing it, so I don't know how to like affect it. Lean into it, yeah. Right, Texas is like that. Mostly deserty. Bed actually made now, time to lay and sleep stuff. No worries, Quebec, have good sleep, says. Enjoy your freshly made bed. On the other hand, if you're northeast, then yeah, you can easily drive through multiple states in a day. Speaking of the whole daylight savings thing, and just back to Arizona for a second. Because I know So like there's Arizona, but then within Arizona there's like what's the word I'm looking for? The reservations. The reservations for the like, I'm sorry if I'm not saying the right thing, like Native Americans. Hopefully that's okay to say. We know what I mean, right? Not trying to offend anyone. But yeah, and so there's Arizona, and then there's a reservation, and then within that there's an area that's still considered Arizona, and then within that there's another reservation, and then another Arizona, and then more reservation. And so you can cut through, if you drive from like one border of Arizona to the other border of Arizona and cut that, you end up changing time zones something like 11 times or something. And it's like, oh my good lord. No. No, I'm good. It's bad enough I have to deal with this shit with the other states, let alone trying to pull that off. Just no. It's just big and it's hot and humid on one side and desert on the other and so much nope. I keep telling the Texan people that I know that, you know, they're like secretly Australian. They're our American cousins or whatever, and it's so true. And every time I learn more stuff about Texas and Texans, it just confirms my suspicion. That's actually kind of, yeah, that kind of works. My guess is that there's still ink on the jelly plate, and so every time I move it down, it's like reconstituting or something, and it shuffles around, and I don't know. It's not like there's bubbles under there. I can feel it. There's no bubbles. And we just kind of end up with this kind of all over splotchiness that I can't really explain. I like it though. Native Americans are great. Okay, good. I don't want to, you know. I want to use the right terms. Whatever people prefer as their terms. Sounds about right for the USA. Don't be Texas, you're almost saying. I don't know. We have moments. We have moments. Should I clean this off or can I get away with it? I might get away with it. I want to try, because I have pink and purple in my inkers. I'll go with that one. See how these go. Hopefully it'll end up with that same kind of speckly look that we had before. I'm waiting for October to order some German sausage from Fredericksburg? There's a place in Texas called Fredericksburg? Native American both confirmed, Native American is correct. Okay, good. I think I have asked them before, and I think that's why I lean towards that. And I think, like, and again, I'm not trying to, like, make the rules or whatever, but, like, for me personally, like, I think because I'm Australian, and there's, like, so much multiculturalism here, if the only time I've ever referred to someone as an Indian is because they were from India. You know? And so, and I've had people correct me on that, and I've gone, you know, oh yeah, you know, such and such is Indian. Oh, you can't say that, you have to say Native American. And I'm like, but they're not, they're from India. So, like, I guess it's, like, good that Native American is the, like, better one for Native American people, because then it doesn't get confused with the people from India. Does that make sense? I recommend stopping there, and if it's peach season, going to one of the orchards with a sign out to pick up a box. Oh, yummy. I do love peaches. More Germantown or some noms? We both asked, yeah. Well, just, you know. I don't want to say the wrong thing. It's what? Dot. Is that meant to be dot? Dot, not in the. Is that a mean way of saying it? I haven't heard that one before. Not too much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. 5 drops. Okay. It looks so cool on the frickin' brayer. I don't know why that keeps working out. As in the dot on the forehead first and cast in the ear as opposed to the feather on the... Oh, right, okay. Yep. Gotcha now. Yeah. Yep. I follow you now. Ooh. That's so random how that does that. Oops. I'm gonna go again because I can. So this time I think I'm gonna bring the pink down a bit more. It keeps being the lighter colour that gets overpowered, so if I do more light, a bit less dark. Well, I say dark. Neither of the colours are dark, but you know. Then hopefully we'll get a little bit more blending and a bit less of the pink getting lost. You know what, this time I'm gonna do that, and then if I'm a little bit careful about it, we can do that. That didn't work as well as I hoped it would. I might do another one and just layer that so I don't waste it. Here they assume Indian and not Native American, just from context. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe what crafting is practice today. Okay, so this is a jelly plate. This thing underneath here. Ooh. Splotchy. Yeah, this thing here is a jelly plate. Squishy. And I'm putting ink on it. In this case, Distress Oxides. And then once I've like done a little bit of blending, or maybe chuck down some die cuts as a resist or whatever, then we put on the card and we lift up the ink again. And apparently we get really trippy effects. Which is quite cool. I should have enough ink on that to get a second print out of it. In fact, that one I just said I was going to redo. I'll redo that one. There we go. And then eventually I'll probably use them as card backgrounds, or possibly like cut sentiments out of them, stuff like that. I was doing this yesterday with my other inks on white cardstock, but I can't use those inks on black because they just wouldn't show up. kind of. Maybe we'll end up with the weird splotchies again. Oh, I did change the command, that's good. Nails are pretty blue today. They're actually not. Thanks to the colour balance on my camera, they're actually purple. But that's okay, we'll just pretend they're blue, it's fine. Where did I get that on there? Purple, yes! I know that like I said, the colour balance on the camera is like wrong, but yeah. They're actually purple. I'll put a photo on Twitter or something later, or in the Discord somewhere. I'll show you they're actually purple. I think I might do the thing again with the... Oh, I should try a stencil actually, wait a second. Let's try a stencil. We'll try this one even though I used it yesterday and it's got dye ink on, it won't show up. Let's just go for straight pink, because that's pretty much purple at this point. A little bit of that. I probably should have done it with the ink pad just so that it'd be nice and smooth, but that's alright. Maybe it'll give us an interesting effect. Do that, and I'm going to come in with the stencil, and then we come back in with the card. Good solid press. My cat sends the kiddo some scentings. Good type soda sage. How you doing? Seen that happen with paints? Yeah. And I've tried to fix it and like fiddle with the settings of the camera and everything else, but like there doesn't seem to be anything that I can do about it. My purples still all look blue, and I don't know why. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. That looks dodgy. There's purple on the... Oh. I think it is reconstituting the ink. I think that's what keeps happening. I was gonna do like another... Take that off of there. That stencil might be usable as well, we'll find out in a second. Whoa, bugger. Oh, okay, can't move it now. Oh, hang on. And chat's moving. Hi monkeys! Question, you make cards. If someone sent you a store-bought card, would that make you unhappy in any way? Fuck no! No, 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 no. I would appreciate the thought. This is why ink samples so popular with fountain pen paper, I can see what it actually does. Yeah. And even because you've got the, the colours on the thing, and they even do a thing, like, see how it's like splotchy? They do that deliberately so you can sort of see how it like reacts, because they're water reactive. But even then it's not like fully, it's a perfect thingamabob. No, you're dodgy, Cracky. And the Unday's ending in Y. Twins about to do some mining. How was the trip to the Victor Echo Tango? Yeah, not too bad actually. I got to see the vet that I haven't seen in yonks because she keeps going and doing life things. I went to see her like a couple of years ago, and they're like, oh, she's on maternity leave, and then like a year later, I was like, oh, any chance I can see her? And she's like, and they're like, oh no, she's on holiday in Europe climbing a mountain or something, and I was like, fucking what? Um, and then again, and she was back on maternity leave or something, and I was just like, oh bloody hell! But she was there today, and I didn't even like request her specifically because I didn't know she was back. I got to see her, and she was nice, and yeah, last time she saw Black Cat, he didn't have tummy fur. And so she saw him and was all happy that it had all grown back. So, that's good. My friend makes cards and does the exchange thing with some of her friends, but it's just not one of my things. No. If your friend is offended, if they're a card maker and they're offended by you getting them a store-bought card, then they're a shitty friend. In my opinion. Okay, so that didn't come out great. That's okay. We can go over it. Well, I'm starting to wonder if I left that one too long, because it felt very... I don't know. Hi kiddo, how's day? Not bad. What kind of cards? Greeting? Cards? Like... have I got to finish one of the vicinity? Oh, I do. Like so. I shouldn't be handling that with dirty hands, but that's alright. Shh, don't tell anyone. I see blue nails. No, you don't! I don't want to send her mail. Do it! Do it! Water. Ooh, tissue's bad idea. They're too shreddy. Oh, bugger. Yep, definitely too shreddy. This is why I should keep using the wet wipes. And I don't think I'm going to get anything else out of that stencil, so I'm just going to put that to the side. Cat 2 goes into the veg for a leukemia vaccine booster, now trimmed in a couple of weeks. They'll probably tell me she gained weight because I haven't keeping up with the diet. Yeah, Black Cat put weight on too. We weighed him and he'd gone up, not like tons, but enough that it was like, oh, that's disappointing. Because he'd when I started going to, because I changed vets. Oh, fucking 10 years ago. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been quite that long. 8 years ago, maybe. Yeah, they weighed Black Cat and they're like, oh yeah, he's overweight. He was 8 kilos when he first started going there. And so we were careful about his diet and his food and stuff and everything else, and he's been going down, and he got down to, I think he was 6.5 at one point, and they were happy with that. And then we went in today and he was back up to just over 7, and it's like, oh shit, you know, what happened? And she's like, oh, has he been any less active lately? And I'm just like, he's been my grumpy old man his entire life. He's never been active. So he hasn't been any less active than normal, so... And she's like, fair enough, just, you know, keep an eye on it and... try not to let him eat too much, and it's like, fucking... I have 2 cats. How are you meant to... That's good. I got shirty bottles. Today is Wine Factorito Day. If you're gonna... Monkeys, if you're gonna wreck the wine, why did you need the bottles for? Just drink it straight out of the barrel, you derp. Can't use french fries, those count as vegetable. No. I wish they did, but don't think so. Then you want to tell me if you made her unhappy? Oh god, no. That's the oh, friggin' cats. They hide shit. And scarily well too, they hide shit. What thingo was I just using? That one. Okay. Let's try. We'll try Seedless Reserves. And what was the pink that I was using? One lipstick. Let's try those two. Probably shouldn't have cleaned off the brayer, but that's alright. If it's not your taste, well then it'll be quite the waste. And he gets one french fry if he gets very farty. Yeah, see that's the thing as well, like on Friday nights when I have pie, when I have meat pie for dinner, and Tan Cat is like all over it. And he's like, he will try and steal the entire pie if I'm not careful. But I've taught him that if he stays back, stays to the side, and doesn't try and steal it right out of my hand, that I'll get a little bit, just like, this much of the mince out of the pie. I'll leave it on the plate, let it cool down, and then when I'm finished with the pie, I give him the plate and he gets to lick that off. But if I don't do that, he will try and steal the entire thing. It's like, you shit. I met my friend about soccer, the whale is happy. Oh! Sorry, I thought we were talking about the cat. Don't mind me, I'm a derp. I think what others are sticker disinfectants. It tastes like me. Oh no. It's not supposed to taste like disinfectant. I was gonna say chemicals, but everything is chemicals, so. Yeah, the man would call you stingy. I should have put this over that. Ah, that's okay. We'll do another one. Oops. That came out very stripy. Oh, that's how I got that over there. I overran the brayer. Now we know. What is disinfectant for in the cider peeps? I mean, yeah. Strictly speaking. We should still smell it. Just if she wasn't harassing me for my cheeseburger. Oh yes. I can't have fish and chips, and I can't have popcorn chicken anymore. That's a little bit better. Might go a little bit more. Not gonna over brayer it. Although I do feel like the brayering is what smooths out all those lines, so. Then I saw her butt sticking out of the bag and all the fries. Oh no. Oh dear. And Doji likes a bit of chip. If I go get lunch on the way down to Mum and Dad's. I have to get whatever I'm getting, and some chips. And then Tandoji gets like 2 chips, and then I have to eat the rest of them. Which is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Ah. That's better. Still a little bit, but yeah. Do I have both of those in seedless reserves? Pick raspberry. Hey, let's try it with the Reinkas. I should try like a red and yellow next and see if we can't get a bit of blend into orange. Get something look a bit sunsetty. Let's see how bad it tastes. It's... Uh-oh. How long have you been working on this, Mongoose? Apparently I'm done crocheting, nothing is working anymore. Time for a break. Or possibly done for the day, I don't know. Try again tomorrow. Tomorrow to read. Holy shit. Well, I hope it comes good after all that work. Use this bit again because I don't think I'm gonna end up keeping it for that pattern. It's 11 here and I'm tired, so yeah, definitely tomorrow. But you've done well for so far today. Thailand's back in the way name for maybe James Bond. Oh, okay. I've seen most of the James Bond movies, but not recently. It was something that I would watch mainly during school holidays, because they'd be on like it'd be on like the daytime TV. You know, it'd be on at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and they'd just be on. Particularly the James Bonds that Pierce Brosnan was in, because he's Mama Kirky's favourite Bond. Sneaks in. Good time zone, Dragoness Sammy. How are you doing today? Besides sneaky. Oh, there we go. And there's still a little tiny bit of the spots coming through from the back, but we're not really. That's cool. I think we'll go one more. I'll try and do kind of like that. Kind of do like a double gradient maybe? I'll probably end up over blending, it'll just end up as a mush, but we'll give it a go. Got that cardstock. just for the sake of removing most of that ink. I'm going to change colours in a second. Not sure. You? Yeah, not bad. Can't decide whether it's hot or cold because the weather's being all spaz. Had to take my cats to the vet this morning, which always sucks. Oh, that kind of worked. I've still got light pink, dark pink, light pink, dark pink. Nice. That actually, that effect kind of reminds me of what I did with the sprays. The oxide sprays. Actually, that's a... ooh. I wonder if it'd be worth trying that with the jelly plate. What would happen? Might not be much different, but now that I've thought of it, I kind of want to try it. Oh dear. I was at the shops the other day, and they had boxes of gloves. And I looked at that, and I was like, oh, I should get that and have it on the craft table, and then I would remember to wear gloves. Because apparently the full box of gloves that I've got in the bathroom under the sink is like, totes doesn't count. God, why am I still trying to use that one? There we go. That's better. I was just surprised about my mini peep game. Because it worked? Is that the... is that what's surprising? I'm not surprised, Mongoose. You'd make good stuff. How did I have less space for all of my inks than I did before? How did I manage that? Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. That's fine. Okay, where are my sprays? Actually, you know what? I might... What are we at? 3 o'clock. 2 hours. Okay, I might have a quick break. Go wash my hands. And then when I come back, I'm gonna try... and see what happens if we combine this with the sprays. I don't know that it's going to achieve much difference than just using the sprays on the paper directly, but we'll see. Okay, shell returns.
swallow the universe like a pill. They travel on through the world like smiling images pushed from behind. The universe lies before you on the floor, in the air, in the mysterious bodies of your dancers, in your mind. From this voyage, no one returns poor or weary. The grand show is eternal. Universe.
As returned. Huzzah. Hello, True Galaxy Wolf. How are you doing today? Hopes you as well. Did it at me and even didn't mention about it and it works. That's awesome! Seriously, that's so cool. Clearly takes after you, monkeys. Clearly takes after you. Okay, so I have retrieved the sprays. Oxide sprays. I have no idea if this is going to work, how it's going to work, what it's going to look like. All I know is it's going to make a horrific mess. But hopefully some of it will be artistic mess. Unfortunately, all my bottles have settled, so lots of shakens. Thank yous for the follow! Much appreciated. Okay, that seems to have gotten most of it. Let's just go ahead and do the... Can I do 4? Oh yeah, there we go. A little bit more. So these ones, these oxides, they're hybrid inks. They're dyes and pigment. And so the pigment tends to settle in all of the products, like not just the sprays, it's like the re-inkers and the sprays and everything else. I can't remember what order I had that in. Doesn't matter. Same with alcohol inks that have like additives and stuff. If they've got like glitter or metallic or they're pearlized or whatever, it tends to settle. And I haven't used these in quite a while. Mainly due to because I know how much fucking mess they make. I wonder if I could get the... I made a box. I have a... You know the boxes that like soft drinks come in? I kept one of those and then just like cut it. I wonder if that'll fit under the camera. just gonna grab that box and see. Because if I can fit it under the camera without it, like, impacting things too much, that would be good. Yeah, I think we can make that work. Might still chuck down, even though I'm not like super fussed about the. I don't know, something like that. I don't think the paper towel's actually going to help all that much, but it's fine. Actually, now that I can see the... About there. About there. Now the focus is going to go all trippy because of the paper towel, but somebody's taking away box. Look, my guys, I finally got a box on the screen. Much excite. Okay. Now, what colours of spray are we going to go with? Let's try yellow and green. These colours might actually be too close together, but we'll see. Jumps into the box. No, get out of the box, buggies! I'm about to make a big mess in it. There we go. I'm not, like I said, I'm not fully convinced that this is going to do much that's appreciably different from just spraying it directly on the cardstock anyway, but this is why we do the science. To find out. I'm trying to like not press it all the way down. I want to try and get little splotchies, but it's hard to get the... Let's go about there. Ooh, it shifted. I didn't mean for it to shift. It just like totally like slid. I put it down and it just moved. Which is interesting because it didn't even do that on the ones where I use the ring, cause ooh, splotchy. Very splotchy. And not very green, I notice. Also, why is that paper curling? None of the other paper's curled. Well, a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit, but... Maybe this is wetter. Maybe that's why it slid. That changed significantly. Let's get the darker green. This is probably clear. The closest I've ever made to something that vaguely looks like mixed media. Not that I want to offend anyone who actually does mixed media. Just go there. I did like a spray and a half. Let's turn it around as well. That way if we've got any weird patches, they'll be on the other side. Maybe. Now we've got greens for the spray splotchiness. I think we're gonna forego the jelly plate for this. I don't think we're gonna need it. But now that I've got the box and the sprays here, I'm totally gonna do more of that. Also, I should, because I've heard a good thing to do when you try to do something like this. Wet the back. I really need to get more water in there. That way, hopefully in theory, it won't distort quite as much. I feel like we're going for some kind of like naturistic nebula or something. Except not really. Go for a little bit of blue. As long as we're making a mess, let's just go for it. Yeah, that kind of, yeah, maybe, sorta, kinda. I'm really just making a mess. That's the plan. I'm sure I'm not using these sprays to like their full effect. This one keeps getting stuck. The little pump keeps getting stuck. Okay, we'll stop, see what happens. See how it goes as it dries. I need to... Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll put it in my little shelves. You can see how much spray I put down though. And somehow I still managed to miss the box. Fucking hell. Blues, this one. Yeah, I feel like that's more the effect that we're going for. Just kind of all over the splattery, spray splotchiness. I think starting with the jelly plate on the other one might have been a mistake. No, not a mistake. It's learning. We were learning. I kind of wish this came in like a white, or a, even like a silver or something. I think it'd be cool to like have something like that with like slightly darker colours and then put down just a little spray of white. Almost like night sky kind of. There we go. That's what I was going for on the other one. Much better. I like it, I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, I should clean the jelly plate before I forget. Hold that thought. Let's just... because I don't want oxides drying on the thing. It shouldn't stain it, but... wasn't the cheapest thing I've ever bought in my life, so I definitely want to take care of it. There we go. Okay. Now, while I'm standing up, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to put this into my drying spot. Probably won't end up keeping that green one I did first because I don't really like it. And I'm just going to quickly add a bit more water to this water spray bottle. Hopefully it wasn't distilled water I had in there. I don't think it was. I think I've only ever used regular water in there. I have a bottle of distilled water, but I don't want to go looking for it. I'll just use the regular shit. Spray it with water, flip it over. Let's go for hot colours this time. Actually, we'll do the yellow first. Not getting as much splatter out of that one. I don't know whether the when you spray it, because basically you can either push it down the whole way and get a full spray, or you can push it down a little bit and it just does the little flecks. And I don't know whether, I don't think that's intentional. What have we got here? Red. Like when it goes like that, with all the little splotches. I'm only pushing it down like kind of half, not even half. The yellow one doesn't seem to want to do that. Since we're doing yellow and orange, we might as well add orange. Yellow and, what did I say? Yellow and red. Might as well add orange directly. See that? That one's super splattery. That's what I'm trying to do with all of them, but it's just... I don't know, the yellow is too good at its job. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to splatter that one. Let's just go... I'll just do flickies that way. Could probably do that with all of them really, but... extra splotchy. It's like a starry night that's on fire. Fuck! Hi. Noises! What the what? It's Mungo with the resubbage! Thank you so much, Mungo. You're awesome sauce. How are you doing? Oh, am I up late? It's either late or early. I forget what time zone you're in, so it could be early. More yellow splatter. 3:30 AM. Definitely early. So how are you doing besides, I guess, tired? Oh my goodness, I'm getting a more interesting pattern up the sides of the box. I don't really know what I'm going for at this point. I'm just kind of splattering. Much splatters. Because why not? It's fun. I know one of these I should try. I should do that and then like drag through it with a paintbrush. Just to kind of see what that does, you know. Cookie Box, what is this? Well, I knew you were in there, so I thought I'd give you a very colourful mohawk. Let's go pink and purple on this one. Got my mud upgrade release yesterday, glad to have that done. Tomorrow I start putting to 117. Ooh! Is this, is that, what's it called again? It's Paint in the Glass. Or is this a different mud? I did see you giving... was it Direwolf? Totes saw you giving Direwolf crap about it on Twitter. Which I thought was hilarious. Something about green pigment. Yeah, now with more textures and horizontal paint. Ooh, horizontal. Oh, that'd be cool. For like floors and ceilings and shit. Yes. You could do like massive skylights and stuff. That'd be epic. About there. Ooh, it's running. It's running. Too moist. go with... I'm going to do 2 green and blues. I'm going to do one with the lights and one with the darks. My wrist is starting to hurt. That whole thing that I was describing with the doing the splotches and doing the half spray and everything else. Making my wrist hurt. About there, I think. That's that one. Can I just rest that here for a second? Just gonna lay that there. I know Dye would never use my mod in his playthrough, so I was surprised he found the green dye that no longer exists. Decided to give him a bit of grief. Nice. It's probably not, because he does more like the technical side of things, really, doesn't he? So something that's more cosmetic. Probably not really his cup of tea. It's so weird watching it uncurl. I might have to stop doing this in a second. It hurts. I've been goading him into expanding into more decorative builds. At least he started putting floors in his base to start, I guess. Yes, I could see how it would be a benefit having a floor. That dark green one doesn't want to do the splattering quite as much. Okay. That'll do. I'll do one more. I've got room for one more on the shelf there. Blue and purple, methinks. Actually, how much cardstock have I got left in the black? 1, 2, 3, 4? 4, I think. about there. About there, about there, about there. I'm going to do them two at a time so I don't have to get up as often. And let's do a... Let's do a pink and blue. I know that's a bit odd, but... hang on. Get out of the way, mouse. Once the 117 build is done, I want to see if I can make the glass pane water logging support bubble columns. Make one of those. Ooh! That'd be sweet! So you could have you'd have the glass panes on the, yes! And waterlog them and then do the, ooh! I'd be interested to see whether or not that works. For sure. Down you go. Curly bastard, get down. There we go. I'm going with the lighter blue. I'm assuming I'm going to get something vaguely purpley. Kind of. Leave that there. See what it does. Maybe I should try the pink with the darker blue. Yeah, I think we'll try it. Pink and dark blue just to see. See what it does. Glitter on the back. Pink on the front. Before it gets all curly. There's this lady I've found on YouTube. And she frickin' loves using these sprays. Uses them on everything. She's quite a lot better at it than I am, though. I was going to add more blue, but now I'm looking at that and thinking, no, don't touch it. Too late, I touched it. That one's running quite a lot. So I'm not going to end up with the same, like, splotchiness, but... it'll just run and kind of pool in places and just... be interesting. That's probably a sign I added way too much, really. But, you know, it could dry in interesting ways. Straight in the drawer for that one. I don't want it running all over my desk. God, my hands are such a mess. Do they leave a texture? No, not really. They leave a very slight chalkiness, but apart from that, no, not really. I haven't decided what colours I'm doing for this one. Let's do the greens. Because I can't remember if I did one with just greens. I think the other one I did had yellow in it. This one is broken, I swear to God. I don't know whether there's some kind of blockage in it or what. There we go, that's better. Damn thing actually sprays now. Way too well, arguably, but... that'll do. That one's gonna run as well. Went a bit nuts with it after the dark green one came good. Whee! That is satisfying to watch though. Just watching it run around the paper and pool up and leave little rivers. Feels very lava lamp. It's just slowly back and forth and hanging about. And there we go. And the shelves to dry. Thank you for your service, box. You've been very helpful. I think I've turned my whoa! I think I've turned my hands into the art. Why did I even bother putting on nail polish? I managed to get it on my bracelet even though I took it off. What the fuck? It's friggin'... how the fuck did I manage that? I don't know. How do I manage these things? You know what, paint box, you can go live outside. Because I know that if I leave you hanging about, that the cats will come and try and sit in you. I have a lava lamp in a box somewhere. I was gonna make a joke, but I don't know if that's rude or not. I mean, it is rude. I think that's why I didn't say it. Oh yeah, the cat's blue and green. I know, right? And because we've already demonstrated how well this ink goes down over black, so if Black Cat gets into it, even he'd be coloured. Really need to wash my hands, but that's alright. To be rude, it's okay. Well, as you when you said I have a lava lamp in a box somewhere, my first thought was, oh, an original? And then I'm like, you can't say that. Oh my god. Is this all of them? I think this is all of them. Now that they're all pretty much dry. We've got the splotchy ones. And I noticed, like, because these are the ones that I did, I think, pink-purple. And there's really not much distinction between the two colours, you know, now that it's dried. It looks a lot chalkier. And so you don't get as much of the colour difference between them. That one, I don't like that one. Didn't work how I intended. That one you can sort of see the difference in the two colours a little bit better. That was that weird patchy one. That actually, you know what? That actually turned out alright. These ones, no idea. I don't understand why around the die cuts they left this edge. Did the same on that one too. That was like the original one, and then that one was the silhouette print afterwards. I have no idea why it did that. The inks didn't do anything like that. No, I wish I had a level in the 70s, so I have no idea where it went. I had one when I was a kid, but it was just a cheapo plastic one. I could stare at that thing for hours, though. It was a good brain distraction. And the first two I did with the blues. You've still got a little bit of the gradient, like you can still sort of kind of see, you know, lighter, darker, lighter, darker. But it's less obvious when it dries. But still interesting. I'm still glad I did it. They are mesmerized. They are! Is it still true that they, because like, there's like the official company that has like the rights to lava lamps or whatever? And isn't it true that like other people who've tried to like steal the thing still haven't worked out what their recipe is? I feel like I've heard that somewhere. I don't know whether it's still the case. It could be not recently that I heard that. It might not be true. But I feel like I just remember reading on the internet somewhere that you know, other companies have tried to you know, reverse engineer the recipe for the lava lamp, and they still haven't got it. I think I might trim these. And while I'm at it, I'll trim the other ones as well. In the guillotine. I've seen videos of people making their own that worked well. Yeah, see that's the thing, like they don't need to get like the official recipe or whatever. You can certainly work out an acceptable substitute. Hell, I don't think my class did it. I think it was one of the other ones. I'm pretty sure, like, in my primary school, it's one of the classes that was, like, older than I was at the time. I'm assuming theirs was basically, like, water and oil to demonstrate, like, that they, you know, don't mix. But like water and oil in a Coke bottle, you know, and just shake it. And that kind of, I mean, I know it's not the same, I know it's not actually a lamp or anything like that, but like, for the purpose of mesmerizing a child for 5 minutes, it still does the same thing, doesn't it? Now, we need to... Oh my goodness, 3, 5, 8, so what's that, 7... Fuck inches. 7 1/4, I think. Actually, no, let's straighten it up that way first. Water, oil, water and wax. Wait, water and wax? Kind of just trying to cut these so I get like the most usable amount out of it. Very soft wax that gets filled when heated by the light. Oh, yeah. It's pliable by heat. Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. I guess my brain just went to like, basically like a candle. And I'm thinking, how does that... I mean, it's obviously not going to mix with water, but like it's not going to do anything else either. But yeah, I guess you've had a soft enough one. There must be a density thing going on there too, because as it like melts, it like floats up and then it cools down, it solidifies, comes back down, and then, you know, so on and so forth. Which again is probably the whole effect of the heat from the light. Yay, science! Can I have blue pause that? Yeah. Here's another stream where I'm like, I should really wear gloves! And then I don't. Lava gets get really hot. Really? Like, obviously I knew they got, you know, warm, but like hot? Like, do not touch will burn kind of hot, or probably not. Let's help the lava move around. Yeah! Heat rises. And so as it cools, as it moves upwards, it cools and then it comes back down again and the cycle repeats. It's very cool from a scientific perspective. Yes, they get that out. Holy shit. That I did not know. Claws, but they don't fit for L size. Need bigger claws. If you move the bottle with it at temperature, it is uncomfortable to touch. Huh. Did not know that. There you go. I have done a learning. I don't have to learn anything else today. I have filled my quota. They get hot, but the base of stand provides enough insulation to not harm your table, but yeah, they get hot. Very pretty mini heaters. Very pretty, inefficient mini heaters. I believe one is the okay, I want another one, but cat. Oh shit, yeah. Maybe excused, my brain is full. Absolutely, Mungo. If you need to go back to sleeps, then go back to sleeps. If you need to go find your lava lamp in the attic, go find your lava lamp in the attic. I feel like I should do more with that. Maybe we could like embossing folder it or something. I'll come back to that one. Sometimes as much as I, you know, don't want to waste anything and want to make the most of things and everything else, sometimes I just look at a thing that I've made and it's just like, yeah, that's not... How do you today? We found him stuck in the attic at 4 AM looking for a lava lamp. He spent too many days mesmerized and starved to death. I'm mental image right now is because they were like, you know, like 60s, 70s sort of big, which was like a similar time frame that like certain things were partaken of. I almost said partooken. But yeah, can you imagine being there in the like the 70s? And I know some of you are going to be like, I don't have to imagine. But like, imagine being there in the 70s and you're like, you know, you've just had a really tasty brownie. And then all of a sudden there's this lava lamp just moving. Oh, trippy man. Trippy man. Lava lamps are trippy just when you know, when shit's normal. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these ones. I could probably still trim them down. But I feel like I want to be a bit more deliberate about it. I want to come in like... I wish I'd managed to get them a little bit further apart just so they're not like quite so overlappy. I'm gonna go there. Might have enough room on that one to actually take that bit off as well. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I don't know, is that weird? Undecided about that one, I don't know. You ever get it that you don't cut your human suit's fingers off? No, that's what the guard's for. Black light posters, lava lamps, and velvet paintings. You can do that now, at least most days. Well, yeah! It's a bit like... I feel like it's harder to get an authentic lava lamp than it is to get, you know, particular substance. Depends where you are though, I guess. I don't know how I feel about these two. It looks too much like, I don't know, like an egg splitting in the womb or something. I feel like we're about to have twins. And this one's even worse. Now that I've had that mental image, because this one looks like an ultrasound. Oh god. Just imagine the sentiment across the front. Congrats on the twins. My cat's currently peering to the beat band on my bed. Aww. Looks like a shoe print or a bacteria. It does look like a bacteria, actually. Yes. Have any level at the store tomorrow if I want one? Fair enough. I don't know where you'd get one here. Remember correctly, you said you've done crocheting, right? Yes! I know just enough crochet to make a granny square, and that's about it. Still going to trim them down, I just don't know if I'm actually going to end up using them. Quirky too lewd. Have you met me? That comes as a surprise to nobody. I feel like I saw some at Best Buy a couple of weeks ago. Oh, there you go. Not knitting though. Oh no, I've done more knitting than I've done crochet for sure. Mama Quirky taught me how to knit. Bloody... oh. How old am I now? 32? Probably 25 years ago. I remember when I was in primary school, I had this really cool teacher one year, and they did this thing where you could use straws, and you could use string, and you had to make a thing that would protect an egg from dropping from a height. And so I went up to him and I was like, "Am I allowed to use knitting needles?" And he thought I meant like instead of the straws, and he's like, "No, you have to use straws." And I'm like, "No, like can I use the knitting needles but like not in the final thing?" And he's like, "As long as the final thing only contains string and straws, that's fine." And so I basically knitted an incredibly long scarf out of this string, and it was like that really rough, like cotton type string, the brown stuff. It was a bitch to knit with because it was so like it doesn't slip on itself. So trying to get it to like knit over itself was a pain in the ass. But yeah, I basically made an incredibly long scarf, and then I just folded, like I had the long strip, and I just folded the edges in, and I basically just wrapped the egg in it. It actually worked surprisingly well. I think I got third or something. What did I get up to? Gosh dang, what I Photoshop. Oh no. Just about as lewd in ways as Kraken. Nobody's as lewd as Kraken. That you've done more crocheting than knitting. I mean, I wouldn't say I've done a lot of either. But yeah, I'd say more knitting than crochet, ultimately. I learned to knit many years ago, but it didn't catch my attention enough for me to keep up with it. I spent more time designing a knitting machine in my head. What am I going to do with these two? I'm just going to chop them very roughly in half. And then I think at some point I'll get out, see what embossing folders I've got. Thought I could put a little something into that, because they're just a little bit, I mean the spotty one, I don't like the spotty one, but maybe if I emboss them, that'll give them a little bit of something. And as long as I've got the trimmer out, might as well do these ones as well. Fed my like a take that, so I had them for 20 to 30. Ah, there we go. Make the difference on that. I know several people later. Well then. Am I one of them? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? It's not me. Oh my god, monkeys! Oh my god. I just seen what he's photoshopped. Oh my god. Don't know why I feel the need to do it in the order that I printed them, but that's how my brain works. Hey Mark, look! How you doing? Toad's innocent. Lies! Lies. Yes, you kidded, but just barely. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Out there, I think. Oh, you know what I could do on those other ones? Oh, no, it doesn't really... no, doesn't solve the problem. Never mind. I was going to say I could cut them with my decal trimmer. How's the streaming PC? At the moment, seems to be fine. I was very mad at it, because yesterday morning, when I went to go live, I turned it off and back on again 5 times. I tried to turn it on 5 times, and would not boot. I don't know what the deal was, it just wouldn't boot. And so I was like stressing about it all stream and stuff like that. And then after stream, I was like, okay, I'm going to try turning it on, see what the screen says, and try and do some troubleshooting and maybe try and figure out what the problem is. And so I turned it on, and it booted just fine. Bastard. So I don't yet know what's wrong with it, and I can't figure it out because right now it's working. So in a way, that's good, like it's working, yay. But on the other hand, it's like, well, if it's going to keep having issues, I want to figure out what's wrong with it and fix it. And I can't do that if it's working, so. But yeah, for now, seems to be okay. Pin those labels for my rivals. Oh my goodness. Daryl with the host. Thank you, Daryl. Hope the rest of your stream went well. Just add the yes. That might be the only good thing to come out of 2021. Do you think that'll be a thing that, like, because normally, you know, you got the year on the bottle of wine, and that's like, you know, you look at it, it's like, oh, you know, 1654 or something. Oh, yes, that was a good year for wine. Do you think people are going to make wine this year, and then in like 30 years, people are going to be like, oh, 21, the pandemic year? Do you think that's like, that's probably bad for wine? Did you just kill one of my villagers? Yes. Is the clock right? It might be time for a new CMOS battery. It could be, yeah. I didn't actually look at that. I just noticed that all of my stuff booted and like all of my programs loaded, so I was like, okay, it's working then. But you're right, I should check that next time I have it on. Yeah, let's go with this side. I'm trying to take like the better parts because the edges tend to be dodgy. Is this song loud, or did I just knock my headset up? Let's try some more on who made it and my dupes. Stop me from progressing, so bad normal. I was trying to helps! I was trying to helps. Species infection wine. See, that's the like I don't know. Like I'm sure it's fine. Like obviously, you know, I would hope that wine is not like capable of having COVID in it. But like, if you were in like 2050 or whatever, and you had a bottle of wine and it was from 2021, would you kind of look at it and go, I don't know. Or 2020, I suppose. Like, we probably logically realise that, you know, it probably hasn't been stewing in there for 30 years, but you'd have a moment, wouldn't you? Is there a plague wine? Is there a plague wine? There'd have to be, wouldn't it? I want nothing to do with 2020 after the... Yeah, shit, yeah. Never has the Mountain Goat song been truer, I tell you what. I've been playing that on repeat quite a lot this year. And last year. I was saying, when I was at the vet this morning with the boys, we were just chatting, and, you know, she asked how I was going, I asked how she was going and stuff, and, she's, from Scotland, and, apparently she was talking to some family members and stuff, and she was telling them that, you know, oh, it's really bad in New South Wales at the moment. New South Wales had 633 cases yesterday, newly acquired cases, because they've had what we're calling a massive outbreak. And the vet was telling her family that, you know, oh, it's really bad in New South Wales. They had, you know, the day before they had like 450, so that's a pretty massive jump in one day. But so she was like, oh yeah, there was 450 cases yesterday in New South Wales, and her family was like, oh yeah, we had 23,000 new cases yesterday. And it's like, oh, there's some perspective. Cool, thanks. But yeah, fuck this year. I mean, fuck last year. Let's be fair, 2020 was worse. She might take a little bit more off that side, actually. Not your fault, Kitty. You helped. They made the maps too damn hard, and then the AI ramps up too damn fast. Yeah, yes. I've been with the other captains I've been running with as well. We've been experiencing a lot of defeats that really should not have been defeats. You've had me surprised at E2019. I'm drunk at this point. That's true. Mountain Goat song. Yeah, they've got a song called This Year. The video clip's a bit weird, but the song's quite nice. I am gonna make it through this year, if it kills me. I had it set as my ringtone for quite a while. Except at some point I upgraded my phone and now I don't have it on there, so I'll have to get that back. I don't think there are many models around from the 12th. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Wait, what was I... Oh, I was thinking of, Spanish flu? Yeah. What was the one in the 1910s and 20s? That was the Spanish flu, right? That's where my brain went when you said... Because I figured that would be an age that you'd have wine from still. Hi, I'm Jacob, first class fella... Oh, hang on. Scrolly. Wait. I am Jacob, first class valedictorian of the Lightbringer School of Paladins. I offer my services. I was told I should bring food, so I have a cheesecake with blueberry topping for chat. Hello, Jacob. You come bearing gifts. Ooh, I like gifts. Pleasure to meet you. I know that you, having been vetted by the Fat Pally, that you would be the most excellent, top-notch paladin. I looked at cases by country and population and was like, what is wrong with you people? There are fewer people in your country and you had more cases. How? When you look at it in percents, there's a lot of places that make no sense. Spanish flu, that's the one, yeah. I thought so. That's where my brain, yeah. My brain kind of went like, what's a reasonable year that you'd have wine and also is recent enough to have had a plague in it? Or at least something that could be reasonably described as a plague. War might have demolished that. That's true. As war often tends to do. Either by getting destroyed or by being consumed. This is Tuesday down and proceeds to guard chat and the kidder from the bad people's names crossbow at the puppet. Hey! That's my job. That's okay. Hi, Shaz. Hi, Shaz. That'll be the last time there was a pandemic. Yeah. Not that there haven't been things since that, you know, were obviously bad, but definitionally, yeah. That was basically the last one. I got the years for making bread and drinking wine. I'm gonna chat. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. That's just good thingies happen today. Yay! Good thingies! Have good sleep, sis. Thank you for introducing us to Jacob. He seems top notch. Still a bit undecided about this leaf one. It's a little bit, particularly this bit here, it just ended up a little bit too much. It was mostly a coincidence just because of the layering, so it's fine. But, I don't know. Maybe I can, I mean I have the flowers. I have this little, oops, tray of all the little pieces we got of the dyes. We've got all these flowers that we can use. All of those ones, pink ones, more leaves, and the snowflakes at the bottom there. So maybe if we go with some flowers on top of that, that'll make it look naturey or something. Jacob is sus! I think you're biased. We were going into the baking house thinking you'll ready to take all the flowers. That, yes! Here too! That wasn't just, that was, that, yes. Why did all of these people who don't normally bake, because let's be fair, they don't, they've rushed the shops, they've heard the word lockdowns, they've rushed the shops and bought all of the shit to make bread even though they never have before and probably never will again. I just, like, what? I almost didn't want to cut this one up, really. You know what I might do? I think I might start in the middle. And just... yeah, about there. Come at it from that direction. That way it's not centered, but it's about as good as it's going to get, so... just so it doesn't feel quite so lopsided. I totally want to make more of those. That looks awesome. And they left the cake with, see, this is, they were not thinking. People were not thinking. Yeah, I'm biased. I have to crossbow at me. I'd have thought you'd be used to that by now, Tara. And they left the good, early spiced and marinated meat. It made no sense. I get that, you know, we didn't know what it all meant. That I can sort of, you know, but I still cannot fathom some of the people's behaviour. At first, I didn't understand the toilet paper. And then the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, okay, I sort of can get it. That... because oftentimes in a supermarket, the toilet paper would take up like one side of an aisle. Or even an entire aisle, both sides. And you get that first person that starts feeling a little bit like paranoid. And so they, rather than buying the regular one packet, they might buy 2 or 3. And then the next person is, you know, feeling a bit cautious, and so they, rather than buying 1 packet, they buy 2 or 3. And all it takes is a dozen or so people, like it really doesn't take a lot of people at all. And all of a sudden, the toilet paper aisle looks half empty. And then the people that come after that, who would have just reasonably bought their regular amount of toilet paper, have looked at the toilet paper aisle, seen how much of it is empty, and gone, shit, I better stock up before everybody else takes it all. And all of a sudden all the toilet paper's gone. You know, I get that it's a psychological thing, But still, if everybody had just bought their normal amount of required toilet paper, everybody would have had enough. Just my normal thing on the principle, it'll be fine. Exactly. Everybody just go, what? 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 I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Yet. What? That one's a little bit more off-center than I wanted, but that's right. I was eyeballing it off of the pattern rather than the... Oh, that's still cute though. I went to the store downstairs after work to the madness, got a cake and some random items, asking you what was going on. To which the answer presumably was panicking. No, I don't want to cut too much of the bottom flowers off here. I want to take off the top ones instead. Hey Trev! Yes, but now they have enough for 20 years. Yeah. There was a shortage, it turns out, in HMTP and oversupply and Office TP that had to be sorted out, essentially, yeah. See, the one thing I will say, like, in defense of the... And again, like, I still maintain that if people hadn't hoarded so much, it wouldn't have been such an issue. But... Not last summer, but the one before. So the one from 2018 to 2019, that summer. We had those really horrific bushfires. And as it turned out, because we do produce toilet paper here, we have, you know, toilet paper manufacturing capabilities that it turns out were destroyed by the bushfires. So we had like a bit of a double whammy of like people panicking because of lockdowns and paranoia and all that kind of thing, but we did also have a supply shortage at the same time. It was just shit timing. Pun not intended, but it worked out. So that part did suck. Fair enough. But still, if people had just taken a deep breath and gone, yep, I need this many packets and I will buy this many packets. You don't need to panic, the human race to survive 60 fanatics without toilet paper or hand sanitizer. Yes. Still a spring winter and all got work, so I wasn't sure, maybe incoming snowstorm. Ah! Yep. They do it every time a big storm is supposed to show up. It's going to snow, quick buy all the bread and leave the tortillas. Groceries come in constantly, maybe good in 3 days or less. See, yeah. I don't know, I'm one of these weirdos that tends to stockpile anyway, so... I just got my regular amount of toilet paper. And other such things. But like, I keep 1 open packet and 2 spares anyway. That's normal for me, you know. People who go through like 1 pack a month and suddenly went out and bought, you know, 10 packs or whatever. Those are the people who shit me. And a big thing of toilet paper is cheaper to get it that way before the pandemic, so it wasn't an issue. See, exactly right. Like, I get the Coles, I don't even know what it's called. It's just the cheapo, the home brand Coles, 2-ply. Comes in a pack of 18? 24? I'm trying to think. I think it's got... I think it might be 24. I think it's 6. There's 6 and then 4. Or is there 3? Wait a second. Okay, whatever. I think it's 18. And so yeah, so I just like I have 2 of those. And when the second one, like I'll have one open and one sealed still. And then when I get down to when I finish one and open the second one, then I'll get another one as like a spare. I keep it in my shower recess like a weirdo. In a box. But yeah, the couple of times that I went to order toilet paper in my normal fashion and found that it was like not available, I was just like, okay, I'll just keep using what I've got. So when did donuts go on sale? What? You get the huge bags Costco, you don't have to get them as much. Exactly. Hi! Keep paper. Thank you! I made it myself. I've been doing, gel plate printing type stuff. And this was the end of the result of that. People buying 2, 3 or more of those 48 packs. I just feel like there should have been like, you have to prove that you shit that much. No, you can't have that many. What's that? You use 1 pack a year? No, you can't buy 6 of them. There we go. Oh, the resin oh, sorry. We're talking about toilet paper and stuff. I'm like, wait, what donuts? I'm a dep. Hi. Yes, I need to find out what the shipping is. I need to go talk to my post office ladies and ask about the shipping. But yes, it will be happening. Will be happening. I've got parcels incoming, and so I haven't been to the post office to go and pick stuff up. And my plan was to go and ask them when I go in to pick stuff up, but I haven't yet received the things I'm meant to be receiving. So that's why it's taken me a hot minute. You printed paper and you put. Oh yeah, yeah. This is just as much the art as everything else is. I'm gonna get out my embossing folders real quick and just have a look. Get to the appropriate box. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, it's heavy. Ah, okay. Didn't drop it. It's fine. It's fine. I made it. What did I miss? Hi, Simon! Everything. Work on advice stuff first if we couldn't get TP or cleaning supplies since they had been a supply. Oh, that's really cool of them. Yes, Mama Cracky was telling me about how some of the teachers at her school were being so stupid about it that they were like stealing stuff from the school. Toilet paper and soap and stuff. And so they had to be like, hey, dickheads. Fucking knock it off. Do I have one that... I have one with spots, don't I? Where's the one with spots? I figure we might as well stick with the theme, right? There we go, there it is. Do that one for that one. I've got a hearts one. We'll do one with wavy. I don't quite know how this paper is going to go. This might go horribly wrong, but we'll try it. Bah! Throw his hands up in the air. That runs before people ask where I got the hands. I'm assuming it's the same place you get all your spleens. If your hands don't get bloody or messy, are you really arting? No. Messy hands are required. Where I told you about taking from my parts bin. Gosh, take it, Simon! Had one job. Okay, what I would like to do... I'm not putting the trimmer away just yet, because... Oh my goodness. So many scraps. That is a mighty pile of scraps. And while a lot of the time I'm tempted to like keep them and do something with it, I'm not going to this time. Because I did make an effort for the bits that I cut off to be the bits that I didn't want, so... Not gonna bother. I might keep the ones that I did with the sprays where it's a bit more all over and it's like the pattern actually reaches the edges. I might keep those. Future me might keep those. Okay, let's move those out of the way. I think it looks like offered to do it over here. The TV for one is different, not as nice as the stuff people use at home. And a ton of people shift from work in office to work at home. It's time to rebalance. Yeah, because a lot of the offices and stuff were not getting, like, didn't need supplies anymore. So there was quite a lot of, you know, the rough, thin stuff that it's usually the stuff you find in, like, public toilets, basically. Yeah, there was a lot of that suddenly available. Now what I would normally do here is spray it with water. Just so that the cardstock doesn't tend to crack quite as much. But if I do that on the front, it's going to fuck up the ink. So hopefully if I do a little bit of a spray on the back, it'll be enough for it to just do the pattern thing, but without it affecting the ink. Hopefully. And he has a TV says it takes rolls is that big of a... Oh yeah! Were there people that started selling them on Amazon and stuff to like cater that to that market or whatever? You guys any about desperate time and all that? Yeah. Wasn't they saying something about it's like it was the biggest uptake of bidets? Like ever? I'm pretty sure that was a thing as well. Because people were suddenly like, oh well, can't get hold of toilet paper. I'll use a water pistol instead. You also have a toilet paper brand called Nirvana. It'll be a thin single sheet affair that allows you to get in touch with your inner self if you're not careful with wiping. Oh god. Oh no. I can't remember if this is the right sandwich or not. I think it is. That sounds like in Russia there was same empty rolls and just sitting in cabin fills a... Yeah. Lots of bidet ads, yeah. Well, that did... I was about to say nothing, but actually... It did actually work. It's just incredibly subtle. So no idea how that works, no desire to learn either. Supposedly they're actually really good. And apparently, because if you're like curious about it, Wheezy Wader did a video on it, on the tubs, and I was like, you know, I was a little bit reluctant to watch it, but then I was like, well, you know, I know what Wheezy Wader is like, I know what kind of videos he makes, and like, I know that he'll give it a fair, like, review, and he actually gave some of like the history on it and stuff as well. I thought, given how much they're used in Japan, that it was invented in Japan, but no, it was an American invention. It just didn't take off in the same way as it did in Japan, apparently. So, I was like, holy shit. Pun intended. But yeah, I was like, wow, I had no idea. So that's actually really cool. I like that. It feels really nice. Because it's got the texture of the embossing folder, but it's also got like that, still got that like chalkiness of the ink. It's actually quite nice. I'm glad I did that. Okay, what other one do I want to put with the spots? We'll do the hearts, I think. We'll do the hearts on the spots, and then we'll do the plainer one on those two. I think they'll turn up better. A little bit of spray on the back. Put that down on there. Close it up. Into the die cutting machine, where I've taken out my cutting plate and replaced it with an embossing pad. I think my embossing sandwich might still be a little bit off, but it works. Somehow that one's even more subtle than the spots one. Still nice though. It's weird how you can actually see the embossing better on the back. To get it in there before it starts curling up. Otherwise I'd be wrangling it for days. I did an order with scrapbook.com a couple of weeks ago. The inks that I was using yesterday, there's a couple of them that are quite dry, and so I ordered the re-inkers for them. Ooh, that's nice. It's probably not going to come across on the camera too well, but when it's tilted a little bit so that there's like a little bit of shadow coming, that's really nice. I like that, that's good. But yeah, so I bought the re-inkers, and while I was ordering, I was a little bit naughty and bought a couple of little things that I probably shouldn't have really, but if I was going to be paying the shipping anyway, might as well make the most of it. And so I bought one, because I keep hearing about these things called 3D embossing folders, and I'm just like, surely embossing folders, like, they're already making the thing 3D. Like, you know, this is effectively a 2D thing, and you're adding the thing, and that is, how is it not 3D? You know what I mean? But apparently, the difference between these 3D embossing folders and ones like this one, these ones, they have an emboss side and a deboss side. You've got this side, which is the emboss, and then you've got this side, which is the deboss, because it goes in, pattern goes inwards. And so the pattern goes in one way, so like it comes up from this side and goes down on that side, whereas a 3D embossing folder has up and downs both ways. So some of the pattern will come up, and then some of the pattern will come down, and then it'll be the opposite on that side, so it like supposedly gives like a deeper effect. I'm still confused though, which is why I bought one, because I want to actually have the chance to play with one. And see what it's like. So that'll be interesting when that arrives. Not exactly sure when it's getting here. I think, because I had a couple of emails from Ozpost the other day, so I think they've like reached the country and passed customs. But apart from that, no idea. Wavy. Again, subtle, but I like it. It just needed something. Just a little bit extra something. Because they weren't quite right as they were. I think that worked though. I think though, just for funsies, I'm not going to trim those down with that trimmer. I'm going to trim them down with the other trimmer. That is buried under a pile of crap. There we go. A littler trimmer. But this one's fancy because it doesn't do a straight edge. It does a wriggly one. And I'm sure at some point I put a piece of tape on this, but I guess I didn't. Whoops. That bit was determined to hold on. You bugger. Wonder if I should have done that before I embossed it. Oh well, too late now. It's only the other way if it's buried under stuff you need. Oh, exactly right. All the time. All the time. Murphy's Law. I'm gonna get a little piece of tape. Do I have some? Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, China box. Shiny. Where are we? 3.5, it's going to be there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just close enough. My nail polish is holding up very well. It's I don't know that it's gonna hold up when I go to clean my hands, but it's done alright so far. Considering it was a bit of a rush job that I did like 20 minutes before I was meant to be live. Could be worse. Actually, no, that's not fully true. I actually started like an hour and a half before I went live, but the polish that I put on, I'd forgotten that it was a sheer. It was a sheer polish, and so I put it on and like you could barely see it, and I was just like, fuck it. It'd probably work if I built it up to a couple of layers, but I didn't have time for that. So yeah, considering my polish today is 1 coat and no top coat, rather than my normal 2 and a top coat, I think it has held up rather well actually, all things considered. There we go. Embossed and decal edged. Just for something a bit different. I'll probably end up doing those as a set. Hot water and nail polish don't mix? No. Especially without a top coat. Cool beans. Work complete. I am now going to fuck off. Because I need to make food happen. And this is a crafting stream, not a cooking stream, so... Oh, it's dark in here. Yay, lights! Ooh. I am intrigued by this stream, therefore we will go and check them out. I thought I wasn't going to raid, and then I thought, no, I should look under the makers and crafting and see if anybody like jumps out at me. And this person absolutely does. Let's grab the thingamabub. You're welcome, Taro. Thank you for the host. That's very cute to go set things up. Yes. Bye, Drav. Have good streamage. We are going to raid, and I'm probably going to mispronounce it. Martillo? I think it's Martillo. Their title is Blacksmithing. Can we forge a D20? Which is like 2 of my favorite things. Blacksmithing and D20s. So, fuck yeah, let's go say hi. English, Dice, Danish, Educational, Metalwork, Creative. Shiny. /raid. Here we go. Thanks for the stream. Bye, Bucket Kitties! Oh, there we go. There's hot metal. There's hammerins. Let's go say hi. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hopefully we don't make like scary noises. I'm sure he's got it set that he's you know, doesn't have scary noises. I do see in his description that he has text to speech on. I'm wondering if maybe we shouldn't do the raid call. Maybe just if you're gonna come with and you're gonna talk, maybe don't drop the raid call. Just say hi and how you doing and stuff. Don't. We might leave the raid call alone. Otherwise, it's just gonna spam his ears for a couple of minutes, and that's probably unpleasant. So, yep. If you're coming with, just you know, say hi and how you are and all that kind of stuff, and yeah. Oh, hang on, wait. They've got a thing that says if you put 3 hashes in front of your message, it turns off text-to-speech to that message. Okay. So if people could kindly... Hang on, I'm going to do a modified raid call for you. Leave out the emotes. I better do this quick. Copy. So if you do it 1, 2, 3... I think it's like that. 3 hashtags and a thing. If you want to use a raid call, use that one so it doesn't spam him. But, yeah, otherwise just, you know, say hi or whatever. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. Be good. If you can't be good, be crafty. I'll see you guys tomorrow over on Geek. Hearts your faces. Thanks for coming and hanging about. Bye!
A little bit of an angle and timer on it because then it'll be offset. They need to be quite on top and bottom. They can't be like this, obviously.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Good day. Quirky crates. Quirk crate. The crafters of the quirky variety have arrived in the raid. Hello. How are you doing? You'll be surprised, Eldritch. You have not seen my blacksmithing prowess, have you? I don't know what we're doing. Welcome to the shop, Rady Faces.